Good morning, children. So today we are going to start with the sexual reproduction. How sexual reproduction takes place in the organism. Okay, if you look at the organisms which are found around us, most of them are showing sexual reproduction. Like sexual reproduction is very common, but the sexual reproduction are found only in the higher organisms. Yet there are a number of organisms which are found around us are showing sexual reproduction. Maybe plants, maybe goats, sheep, rats, lizards, spider, etc. They all are showing sexual reproduction. And similarly, the fishes are there, aquatic organisms are there, many other organisms are there. Some are amphibians, some are arboreal, whatever. They all are showing sexual reproduction. They show so much of diversity that is on their place of living, on their body structure, on their complexity, whether in their organization. Yet there is some basic similarity found in the sexually reproducing organism. The life of the sexually reproducing organism, is completed in three phases. Sexually reproducing organisms complete in three phases. Okay. First is that is pre-reproductive, then second is reproductive, and the third is post-reproductive. Pre-reproductive is also known as juvenile in case of animals, or it is called vegetative in case of plants. Okay, reproductive is that phase when an organism is capable of showing reproduction. Pre-reproductive is the phase in which the body is showing some physical development, with the bodily development, some vegetative development. You know, like in case of human, the girl is showing generally, on average, in Indian girls, they are showing the first menstrual cycle somewhere about at the age of 12 years, 13 years, 14 years. So till 12, 13, 14, their body is not capable of carrying out reproduction, rather they do not have even the process started. Okay, now just because of the menstrual cycle is started, we cannot say that the girl is capable of reproduction. Okay, so that is the phase. Now 0 to 12 year, 13 year, till the first menstruation take place, which is known as menarche, till then she is not capable of reproduction. You might have seen the variety of plants which showing the sexual reproduction, and their organ of sexual reproduction is the flower. So you see, first no plant is there which is soon after germination show flowering. The flowering occurs only after a certain period. That depends on the lifetime. Now suppose an annual plant is there or seasonal plant is there, so it will for a duration of 2 months or 2.5 months they are having only physical growth. They are attaining a certain height. After that the flowering begins. If it is perennial tree, then it takes very long. Okay. Now in case of in certain cases like in coconut, we have seen that it takes almost 6 years to show first time flowering. In case of mangoes, we have seen that the first time flowering begins only after the age of somewhere about, or after completing somewhere about 11 to 12 years. There are bamboos where we have seen the example where the first time flowering, or once they are flowering, that is taking place somewhere about 50 to 100 years depending on the type of species. Okay, so that is the phase when an organism is incapable of carrying out reproduction, is called pre-reproductive, where only physical growth is taking place, where only bodily development is taking place. Once they complete their bodily development, then the reproductive phase starts. And the reproductive phase is, like in human being, if we talk about the pre-reproductive phase, as I said, in general, like we say that in 0 to 15 years. Okay. Like a girl may show first menstruations at the age of 10 years also, the girl may show it even on the 18 years also. So there is no fixed time, but we can say somewhere about 15 years. Okay. Or Government of India made a rule that is before the age of 18, a girl cannot get married. If there is no marriage, that means there is no question of any in the sexual reproduction or sexual life. So that is different thing. That is the legal age of or legal जुवेनाइल फेज में हम लीगली जो है कंसिडर करते हैं 18 ईयर से कम वाले सब जुवेनाइल है. ओके, बट इट इज नॉट फॉर द टर्म ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन. ठीक है. ओके, एंड रिप्रोडक्टिव कैपेबिलिटी स्टार्ट्स इन अबाउट 15 ईयर्स and may last up to 45 or 48 or 50 years in case of human being. That is called reproductive. Now reproductive phase itself is further divisible into three. That will study little later. And the post-reproductive concept is when an organism loses the capacity of sexual reproduction. Okay. Now there is again a drastic difference. We may see that the females may stop carrying out sexual reproduction, but the male may continue to produce gametes. Okay, so male may be reproductively capable throughout its life, maybe at the age of 90 years, 95, 100, 110 years. But the female loses its reproductive capacity. I am talking about human being. So female loses its reproductive capacity somewhere about 45 years, 48 years and all. Okay, so that is the phase. That is, if I consider right from 0 to 15 years for this, then 15 years to 48 years or 45 years this, and after 45, post 45 years जो है वो post reproductive. Okay, so that is what the just for the sake of differentiation. So like sexual reproduction involves the formation of male and female gamete. If I am reading from the book, page number 8, 1.2. The book is shared with you. The sexual reproduction involves the formation of the male and female gamete either by the same individual or for different individuals. Now, one individual can also, like there are bisexual organisms, we have seen almost all the flowers, not all, almost. Again, like papaya is unisexual, like cucumber is unisexual, but most of the flowers which we see around us, sunflower is there, most of these Gramineae families are there, they all are bisexual flowers. Then the peas are there and the mustard are there and all, and we all have done their diagrams in the class 11th. We have studied Solanaceae family, we have studied Liliaceae family, Fabaceae family, and in all of them we have seen that the flowers are bisexual. That is, they have male as well as female organ present in the same flower or on at least on the same plant. Like if you see maize plant, you will find the male flowers are on the top, growing on the top, and the female flower are bottom. But they are found in the same plant, so they are bisexual. So it is not that the sexual reproduction always involved two individuals. Even in hermaphrodite animals, like in earthworm, we are saying that both male and female organs are found in the same body. Okay, and the next and most important thing which is there in the sexually reproductive organism is that is the formation of the gametes and the fusion of the gametes. These gametes fuse to form zygote and develop into new organism. It is an elaborate, complex and slow process as compared to the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction begins right from the time of their formation, like in yeast we have seen. One yeast is still a part of the mother's body, and yet another baby or another baby yeast can be formed in it, or another bird can be formed. And we have seen a series or a chain of birds are there. That is, the first yeast is not separated from the parent, yet the second and the third are formed there. So it is not same in case of other organisms. Okay, so sexual reproduction always requires certain time period, so which we have seen, that is in the case of juvenile phase. Because of the fusion of the male and female gametes, sexual reproduction results in the offspring which are having variations. Because which parent, now the two parents are involved, how a child can be look only similar to one parent. So it will have some of the character of this parent, other character of this parent, some of the grandparent of father side, some of the grandparents of mother side, some can even of beyond that. A study of diverse organisms like plants, animals and fungi show the different type of show that they differ so greatly in external morphology and internal structure and physiology that when it comes to the sexual mode of reproduction, surprisingly they share some similar pattern. ये तो चीज़ वैसे ही रहेगी. All the organs have to reach to a certain stage of growth. That is called juvenile phase. That period of growth is called juvenile or vegetative. Okay, तो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, आप जानते ही हैं, मैं आपसे बता ही चुका हूँ अभी. तो वेजिटेटिव फेज क्या है अपन पढ़ चुके हैं. ओके, the end of the juvenile phase and the vegetative phase, which is marked by the beginning of reproductive phase, and we have seen some of the changes in the previous class also. I discussed this thing in case of male human being. We have seen the moustaches are there, beard are there, hair on the chest, on the hair in the armpit, hair in the pubic region, and the deepening of the voice, Adam's apple. These are the changes. In case of a flowering plant, you will see the flowers start forming. Okay? In other animals, you will see there are change in their basic behavior. You might have seen even some of the animals in when the testicle descends when they reach to the the reproductive season. Okay, and otherwise you were not able to see this thing. Okay, so these are some of the marked changes which you can notice. Next paragraph पढ़ते हैं. Observe some trees in your area. Do they flower in the same month every year? Most of them. Just now I said the mango tree, they will flower only in the arrival of summer, in the month of February and March. Is there any problem, children? Wait for the end of the period.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
My voice is not clear. So close I put this.
Yes.
Yet
Yes, sir.
now I am clear. Sort of.
Yes, sir.
I can take it little higher than this. Okay. So they flower only in a particular season. As I said, the mango they will flower only during summer, and the pea plant they will flower only in the winter. Okay. So वही एक उनका time है. The perennial trees which are flowering only in a particular period, that is called reproductive season. Now, how long does it take marigold, rice, wheat, coconut, mango, etc. to come to flower? We already discussed this in the previous classes. Okay, observe a few trees in your area. Do they flower during the same months in the area? हमने पढ़ा. Or why do you think that ability of flower fruit like mangoes, apple, jackfruit is seasonal? Because they flower in a particular season. Are some plants which flower throughout the year? Yes, हमने पढ़ा. सदाफुली is there. Tomato plants are there. साल भर टमाटो खाते हैं हम, साल भर उगते रहते हैं. ठीक है, कोई ना. Plants are that are annual and biennial type. The annual type and seasonal type, they will have first vegetative growth and then reproductive and then senescence and they'll die. But those which are perennial, in which the pre-reproductive for short period, reproductive a long period, post-reproductive is also there. Once they stop flowering, they stop bearing fruit and they will continue. Okay? So this period is called the old age. Okay. Few plants exhibit unusual flowering phenomena which I discussed here, that is the bamboo and the Strobilus kunthiana. So this we already discussed. Somehow I started this portion again. Anyway, so we have seen that in some of the bamboo trees are there which can flower only after reaching the age of 50 years, 55, 60, 70 or whatever, depending on the species to species, and they will flower only once in their lifetime. Okay, whereas there are some plants like Strobilus kunthiana, which is known as Neelokarinji, which is found in the southern India, and they bloom only once in 12 years. And it was last time it was observed in the book. It is written that is September October 2006. After that 12 years had already completed, and last it bloomed somewhere about in the September October November patches of 2018. Okay, so these were the things. Now, the changes which is seen in the reproductive phase in case of human being, which I already described just now. चलिए अब बात करते हैं. Among animals, for example, birds, do they lay egg all through year? No. Most of the birds lay egg only in a particular season. But we see those animals or those birds which are living with the human being, which are living in our home or around our home, they are getting more or less same type of condition throughout the year. And they started breeding throughout the year. Those animals which breed throughout the year, they are called continuous breeder. And those which breed only in a particular season, they are called seasonal breeder. Okay, now in mammals, you find there is a specific cycle goes on the onset of the sexual reproduction, that is called menstrual cycle. Man, human being, monkeys, apes, we are called primates, and the primates have menstrual cycle, whereas non-primates have another cycle in place of the menstrual cycle, that is called estrous cycle. Okay, menstrual cycle is marked by the breeding phase. Okay, first 4 or 5 days in case of human being, first 4 or 5 days of the menstrual cycle, onset of the menstrual cycle is the bleeding phase, whereas in estrous cycle the bleeding phase is not there. They may have slight discharge of blood, but it is not like a menstrual cycle. Okay, so that is the only difference. You know what are primates, which are non-primates. Primates includes monkeys, apes and human beings, and non-primates are any other mammal than these animals. Okay, so this is clear to you? Okay, we shall come to the next part here, that is that all animals grow old and it is something that is we recognize. But what is meant by old age क्या होती है? Old age वो time है जब उसने reproductive की ability खो दी है. In other terms, we can say old is the time when the process of replacement, regeneration, etc. slows down. So whatever loss is there, that is remain as a loss. But since we are studying the sexual reproduction, we are actually considering the old age with respect to the sexual ability. So when an organism loses the ability of sexual reproduction, we say now ये बूढ़ा हो गया. ठीक है, जो मुर्गी पालते हैं वो देखते हैं कि जब मुर्गी अंडा देना बंद कर देती है, जैसे ये मुर्गी डाक गई है. ठीक है, दैट कॉमन लैंग्वेज, स्लैंग लैंग्वेज. तो वो कहते हैं कि अब ये अंडा नहीं दे रही है, अब इसको. ठीक है, तो जो भी है, दैट इज द थिंग. Now there are concomitant changes in the body like slowing of the metabolism during last phase of the. All these changes which are seen in the pre-reproductive, reproductive, post-reproductive, इनको हम क्या कहेंगे? ये जो है हार्मोन से मॉनिटर होते हैं. They are controlled by the hormones. Okay. Events in the sexual reproduction. क्या क्या चेंजेस होंगे सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में? तो अब मैं यहाँ पे रिप्रोडक्शन वाले देखता हूँ. इनके अंदर 3 फेजेस हो रहे हैं. इनको कहेंगे प्री फर्टिलाइजेशन. Pre-fertilization, this is called fertilization, and इसको कहेंगे post-fertilization. Now pre-fertilization are marked by 2 things, that is the gamete formation, that is called gametogenesis, formation of gamete, and transfer of gamete. Transfer of gametes. Fertilization is the fusion of gametes. To form zygote. दिख रहा है आपको? And post-fertilization क्या है? That is the changes which are taking from unicellular zygote to an young one. ठीक है? जाइगोट से लेके चिक बन जाने तक, मुर्गी का अंडा फोड़ करके बाहर आता, वहाँ तक के जो भी चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, यहाँ पर पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन. पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन चेंजेस इन ह्यूमन बीइंग्स आर फ्रॉम द जाइगोट टू अ बर्थ ऑफ अ न्यूबॉर्न बेबी. तो ये 3 फेज हमने पढ़े. ठीक है, प्री फर्टिलाइजेशन, गैमेटोजेनेसिस, गैमेट ट्रांसफर, फर्टिलाइजेशन दैट इज द फ्यूजन ऑफ द गैमेट, एंड पोस्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन दैट इज डेवलपमेंट फ्रॉम जाइगोट टू अ यंग वन. ऑल 3 आर मार्क्ड बहुत similar. Now, हमने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कहा था that is sexually reproducing organisms, they show great variation in their size, shape, their place where they live, and what they eat, and what type of body structure and organ system organization and all. सब में variation हो सकता है, but ultimately these things are always same. Okay, these phases and these 3 stages. Okay, they are always same. Let us talk about gametogenesis. What is the need of gametogenesis? Gamete की क्या जरूरत है? What are gametes? What are gametes? Gametes are commonly known as sex cells. That is the cells which take part in the sexual reproduction. They are always haploid. They are always haploid. Now, when we are talking about sexual reproduction, always we said that it involves fusion of the 2 gametes. If the 2 gametes always carry the equal number of chromosomes as the parent is containing, so the number of chromosomes will go on increasing. If we talk about the example of human being, we added about 46 chromosome or 23 pair chromosome. तो ऑन द फ्यूजन ऑफ 2 गैमेट 23 पेयर क्रोमोसोम एक लेके आए, 23 पेयर क्रोमोसोम दूसरा लेके आए, 92 हो जाएंगे. दैट इज 23 की जगह पे हम क्या, पेयर की जगह हम क्या कहेंगे, टेट्रा, 4 सेट ऑफ द 23 क्रोमोसोम. फिर वो 4 वाले फ्यूज होकर क्या जाएंगे तो 8. तो द नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम विल गो ऑन मल्टीप्लाइंग ईयर आफ्टर जनरेशन आफ्टर जनरेशन. Had this been a process, so from the time of human being were formed on the earth till now, मिलियन ट्रिलियन पता नहीं कितने हो जाते हैं, हमको तो मेरे को गिनती भी नहीं आती है, इतने नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम हो जाते हैं. एंड देन हमारी सेल जाने कितनी बड़ी होती है, एंड what all type of changes we would have shown, but it is not so. It is not so. There is a method which ensures that the number of chromosomes remain same. तो कैसे होगा? When the parents, this is the father, This is the father and this is the mother. Father also had 2n number of chromosomes, mother also had 2n number of chromosomes. During the gamete, जब यहाँ gametogenesis हो रहा है, gametogenesis हो रहा है, so the number of chromosome will reduce to half. ये number of chromosome को कितने कर देंगे? Reduce to half. We know that in meiosis, 4 daughter cells are formed, each with n number of chromosomes. Here also it will be same. वो बात अलग है कि एनिमल्स के अंदर पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल करने के लिए the number of female gametes are generally on less, and when they fuse again the number of chromosomes are restored to the same, that is the constant numbers. Okay, क्यों करा ये सारा सिस्टम? अरे सही था माइटोसिस वाला, asexual reproduction. What was the need of introduction of sexual reproduction and creating all this tamasha here? The only and only reason is to bring variation. How variation are coming in the sexual reproduction? पहली बात, 2 gametes are involved. 2 gametes are coming from 2 different parents. दूसरी बात, during the gamete formation, a type of reproduction is called meiosis taking place. And meiosis have again 2 important properties. First is crossing over, where the chromatid, that is the segment of the chromosome of father and mother, like what chromosome I got, one set from my mother and one set from my father. Those 2 sets of the chromosome can overlap and they can exchange their genetic segment by a process of crossing over. So they will bring variation. Then we don't know which number of which chromosome, that is father's chromosome, mother's chromosome, is going into the gamete. Okay, so and then third, millions of sperms are formed. Female are producing eggs. Which sperm is going to fuse with which? All these are producing variation. So variation are produced by 3 different ways here. That is by crossing over, by independent assortment, and third by random fertilization. ठीक है, and that is why no 2 individuals in the entire world are alike. कहने वाले कुछ भी कहते रहे, 7 एक जैसे दिखते होंगे, उनको दिखते होंगे, उनके आंखों का फेयर है, ठीक है। and दिखना अकेला कोई चीज़ नहीं होता है. Variation is there in everything. Variation is there in the secretion of enzyme saliva. Variation is there in the nature. Variation is there in the capabilities. Variations are there in the lifespan. Variation are there. That is variation we have to consider on every aspect. So no 2 individuals in the world are alike. Not even the daughters and the sons of the same parent, except in case of identical twins, and that also in due course of time will develop variation. So I think this is clear to you. So gametes क्यों बनते हैं? Now again there is it's not necessary that every individual is diploid. जरूरी थोड़ी है ना. हमने पढ़ा लोअर ऑर्गन जितने भी थे, चाहे वो बैक्टीरिया हो, फंगाई हो, चाहे लोअर प्लांट्स और डायफाइट, they all were what? They all were haploid. So when they are haploid, how they will form gametes? How and what will happen? So haploid individual के साथ में क्या कहानी है भैया? When the life is haploid, when an adult is haploid, father भी N and mother भी N. Father कैसे बना? Mother. N number of chromosomes are there in father. N number of chromosomes are there in mother. They will form gametes. They will form gametes by a process called mitosis. And mitosis forms exact copy. And mitosis can be repeated any number of times. Meiosis किसी भी सेल में जिंदगी में एक ही बार होता है. So mitosis can repeat any number of times. Any number of gametes can be formed. Now, this gamete of father and this gamete of mother fuse together and form 2n. ये तो लीगल तो नहीं, हमारे में नहीं, बट एनिमल्स में तो है, ठीक है. तो ये जो भी बढ़िया है. तो अब ये 2n हो गया. इंडिविजुअल आइडल तो n होना चाहिए. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, देयर जाइगोट, ये क्या है? zygote. Zygotes are universally two, gametes are universally haploid. गांठ बांध लीजिए इस चीज को, कभी इसमें वेरिएशन आएंगे ही नहीं, म्यूटेशन अलग बात है ना। तो gametes are universally haploid and zygotes are universally diploid. ओके, तो अब क्या हो रहा है कि यहाँ हमारे zygote बन गया, लेकिन हमको एडल्ट जो है उसका हैप्लॉइड लाना है। एडल्ट हमको कैसा लाना है? हैप्लॉइड लाना। तो क्या करना होगा, यहाँ मियोसिस कर देंगे भाई, यहाँ मियोसिस कर दो। So meiosis will take place after the formation of zygote, which will again result of formation of haploid individual. तो gametes समझ गए आप क्या होते हैं? Gametes are the sex cells. How gametes will form? The diploid organism by formation of by one meiosis. Any number of mitosis can occur. In haploid organism, the gametes are always formed by mitotic division. Okay, gametes are sex cells and they are always carrying haploid number of chromosomes. Another question is the same question, थोड़ा सा घुमा फिरा करके पूछ लें ऐसे ऐसे। बायोलॉजी वाले तो होते ही खराब है और फिर मैं तो और भी खराब हूँ, तो सभी बोलते हैं सर आप पता नहीं कहाँ से क्वेश्चन पूछते हो। तो अगर हम बोले हैं कि दैट इज द हैप्लॉइड ऑर्गन्स की गैमेट में वेरिएशन होंगे क्या, कहाँ से होंगे भाई साहब, वो तो माइटोसिस से बन रहे हैं। लेकिन डिप्लॉयड ऑर्गन्स के गैमेट्स में वेरिएशन होंगे क्या, होंगे साहब। एवरी वन विल बी डिफरेंट बिकॉज उनमें क्या कुछ हो गया, उनके अंदर क्रॉसिंग ओवर भी हुआ और उसमें रैंडम असॉर्टमेंट भी हुआ है, दैट इज इंडिपेंडेंट असॉर्टमेंट भी हुआ है। सो द गैमेट्स ऑफ asexually reproducing organs are always gametes of haploid organs are always identical from one parent, and gametes of one parent which are formed by formed in diploid organs will always show variation. Is it clear? बहुत बढ़िया, आप लोग बहुत समझदार बच्चे हैं एंड आई समटाइम फील प्राउड कि भाई मेरे बच्चे कितने समझदार हैं। चलो चलो ज़्यादा ऊपर मत हो, नीचे आ जाओ। चलो, तो हमने पढ़ा ये एम्ब्रियोजेनेसिस। एम्ब्रियोजेनेसिस कहाँ से आ गया? गैमेटोजेनेसिस, ठीक है। तो प्री फर्टिलाइजेशन का पहला इवेंट है गैमेटोजेनेसिस। ये दिख रहा है ना आपको, प्री फर्टिलाइजेशन का पहला इवेंट गैमेटोजेनेसिस। नाउ अगेन यहाँ पे कुछ चीज़ें लिखी है, क्या लिखी है? दैट इज व्हाट आर द साइज ऑफ द गैमेट्स। तो गैमेट्स यूजुअली शो डिफरेंसेस। द मेल गैमेट्स आर यूजुअली लार्ज, मतलब यार बोलो तो इतना बड़ा नहीं है, डोंट थिंक कि सर का हाथ इतना बड़ा आ रहा है। गैमेट्स आर यूनिसेक्सुअल, एक सेल होगी, तो दे आर माइक्रोस्कोपिक, कभी कभार थोड़े बहुत बड़े हो सकते हैं। ओके, तो द गैमेट्स जो होते हैं उनमें जो फीमेल गैमेट्स हैं दे आर यूजुअली लार्ज एंड द मेल गैमेट्स आर यूजुअली स्मॉल। व्हाई? इट इज क्वाइट ऑब्वियस दैट द मेल गैमेट हैज टू कैरी ओनली द क्रोमोसोम्स, न्यूक्लियस लेके जाना, उनमें से भी केवल क्रोमोसोम अंदर डालना। वेर इज द फीमेल गैमेट हो गया, फीमेल गैमेट को आफ्टर फ्यूजन, आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन, कुछ सेल डिवीजन करने का फूड स्टॉक रखना पड़ता है। दे हैव टू कैरी अ सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ स्टॉक ऑफ द फूड सो दैट एम्ब्रियो व्हेन दे डिवाइड, व्हेन दे ग्रो, व्हेन डिफरेंशिएशन टेक प्लेस, फॉर दैट द सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ फूड इज अवेलेबल। मुर्गी का अंडा आपने कभी खाया होगा, नहीं खाया तो देख तो सकते हैं, देखना अभी तक नहीं देखा तो थोड़ी देर से हमको बाहर जाएंगे। आज 6 बजे से कर्फ्यू, इससे पहले बाहर जाना और देखना 6 बजे के पहले कौन अंडे बेच रहा होगा। एनीवे, यू माइट हैव सीन, एटलीस्ट यू कैन सी द वीडियोस। तो आप ये देखिए ऑमलेट बना रहा होगा या कोई एग बॉईल कर रहा होगा, तो व्हाट यू सी दैट द वाइट पार्ट ऑफ द एग इज एल्बुमिन एंड द योक इज द येलो पार्ट, ठीक है। ये फूड है, स्टोर फूड, और उसके अंदर 1 2 4 5 1 2 4 8 16 32 ये कोई माइक्रोस्कोपिक सेल्स यहाँ वहाँ पड़ी होंगी, वो आपको दिख नहीं रही, ठीक है। एंड दैट ऑल्सो ऑन द जिसको हम देसी अंडा कहते हैं, उसके अंदर ये जो बाज़ार में हम अंडे ले रहे हैं, फार्मी अंडे, उसमें तो कुछ है ही नहीं, उसमें तो एक ही सेल थी, एक सेल, बाकी सारी सेल को फर्टिलाइजेशन तो हुआ ही नहीं उसके अंदर, तो नकली अंडे हैं। ओके, नाउ द गैमेट्स इफ दे आर आइडेंटिकल, बोथ द गैमेट्स, मेल एंड फीमेल गैमेट्स, इफ दे आर अलाइक, 1 minute children, ओके, थोड़ा सा पढ़ाना था मेरे को, इससे पहले सर आगे। हाँ, तो अगर दोनों गैमेट एक जैसे दिख रहे हैं, जो कि जनरली नहीं होते, बट ओनली इन द सर्टेन एल्गी, वेयर यू सी बोथ द गैमेट्स, द मेल गैमेट कौन सा है, फीमेल गैमेट कौन सा, आप आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर सकते। यू कैन नॉट से दैट विच वन ऑफ देम इज अ मेल गैमेट एंड विच वन ऑफ देम इज अ फीमेल गैमेट। That is the case that we call it as the isogamete or homogame. Word iso केमिस्ट्री में आप पढ़ते ही आए हैं, आइसोमर, आइसोमेरिज्म, आइसोटॉप एंड ऑल। आइसो मतलब सेम, ठीक है। यहाँ पे भी हम वो वर्ड लगा देते हैं आइसोगैमिट, दैट इज बोथ द गैमिट्स आर अलाइक। और हम होमो लगा देते हैं, होमोसेक्सुअल, होमोलोगस, होमोजीनियस, होमो, कौन कौन सी जगह पे आपने होमो लगाया था। होमो मतलब भी सेम है, दैट इज आपने पढ़ा था होमोलोगस स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, आपने पढ़ा होमोजीनियस चेन सीरीज क्या है, आपने पढ़ा वो सारे का मतलब क्या, होमो मतलब आइडेंटिटी। तो होमोगैमिट और आइसोगैमिट आर द टर्म विच आर यूज्ड वेयर द मेल एंड फीमेल गैमिट कैन नॉट बी डिफरेंशिएबल, वेयर यू कैन नॉट से दैट विच वन ऑफ देम इज मेल एंड विच वन ऑफ देम इज अ फीमेल, क्लियर। एंड व्हेन बोथ ऑफ देम आर disproportionate or clearly identifiable, where the male gametes are generally large, not like this large, they are microscopically large, okay, so they are large enough, and the female gametes or male gametes are very very small, very tiny, because it has to carry only nucleus. Then it is called heterogamy. Okay, so heterogamitic conditions are shown here in the two cases. The extreme right one is the human case where the egg and sperm sizes are given. Okay, the tail का तो कोई रोल ही नहीं है, tail is only helping in the wagging, moving out, but the nucleus in the fertilization में तो only nucleus will go. Okay, so that is the differentiation, and I already explained you why eggs are generally large. तो gametogenesis is clear to you. Next class, कल की क्लास हम पढ़ेंगे हाउ गैमिट ट्रांसफर टेकिंग प्लेस एंड व्हाट इज द रोल. ओके, children, you got any problem, then you can consider on Saturday. Okay, thank you children, good day, enjoy your day.